It's happening in New York or across the globe. Learn why it matters first on Kevin McCullough Radio.
All right, again, it's one of those weird holiday weeks. It's the least convenient holiday week that they ever come up with, right? So the holiday's like dead center of the week, and it just divides the week in half. But that means we've got too many weeks before the next break. And glad to be talking money on this Monday with David Fischer, who's back with us from Landmark Capital. And David, good to have you. This is kind of a weird trading day, isn't it? I mean, I know the tariffs are still having some downside, but is overall trading somewhat lighter on a week like this to begin with?
Well, yeah, the market, New York Stock Exchanges are going to close early tomorrow, and then it's off on the 4th of July. So it's going to be about a day and a half light of normal volume from a hour standpoint, but it's kind of a weird week this week when you add tariffs into it, and who knows what might happen towards the end of the week.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that. The market is down. Is it due to the ongoing tariff discussion? What are we seeing? Is the Trump administration worried about this? Is this a backfiring negotiation tool that they have? Where do you see it right now?
Well, I don't think President Trump and his team is worried. I don't think it's backfiring as of yet because we haven't gone into a trade war, but that's going to start this week. Friday, Canada announced retaliatory tariffs on 25% tariffs. They're not going to back down. They're matching the tariffs that the United States is putting on them. China's July 6th tariffs are being implemented on 300 different products in the United States. The EU is threatening a $300 billion retaliation. I mean, it just goes on and on. The cycle is becoming a vicious cycle, unfortunately. Morgan Stanley just came out in a report and says a vicious cycle has emerged and will only end when stocks dive. So, I mean, we started our first half of the second year of trading, and it's a sea of red across all markets, Kevin. It's certainly not helping. And it looks like there's even news that we might be actually getting out of the World Trade Organization. The White House has not disputed that news, be it a rumor or factual. So, and they know about it, so it might be more true than not, unfortunately.
Right. Now, you talked last week about financials going down and financial barriers that if we break through at certain levels, that's going to mean something. Where are we at with that?
Well, it's 24,300 is the support level. The Dow is 100 points below that as we speak. So we broke down to that support level. That was 501 consecutive days above a support level. That's a long time. This is the third largest streak in history, and when a market goes down through a 200-day support level, it means it's going to turn bearish, usually. Okay. Historically, that's the case. So we have more bearish signals than bullish signals, unfortunately, that's caused in the market, and that's why you're seeing this huge uncertainty. So I'm concerned.
So
in fact, I put a prediction out in our newsletter saying I'm calling for now a 10% pullback in the Dow.
Okay, wow. And you've already gotten 8 other predictions come to pass in this year. In fact, that's what the theme of the new newsletter is, friends. If you want to get it and read them for yourself, it says, some use their crystal ball. I just see the obvious is the name of this newsletter. And David talks about 8 previous predictions that have all come to pass, including this one that he just mentioned. And now he's got a couple of new ones that are he's looking at, including that one that he just made reference to. Let me ask you a different topic, stress test. What are they? There were 2 prominent stress tests done. What were the results? Tell me what it means.
Stress test is to see how financially sound a company is or a bank is when we went through 2007. So that's why the Federal Reserve put in stress tests and other agencies. There was 2 major ones that happened last week that take note of mentioning. One was the Fed doing their annual stress test, and unfortunately, Deutsche Bank flunked it. Now, some people might be saying, why are we talking about Deutsche Bank? That's a German bank, not a United States bank. Yes, that's true. The mother bank or the charter bank is the parent company is out of Germany, but they have U.S. affiliates, and the U.S. affiliate stress test failed. Why is that big? It's because the parent company is in worse financial shape than the flag or than the subsidiaries in the United States here. So, and they need the money, and this stress test eliminates the local banks being able to send money back to Germany to support the bank, the bigger bank that's might be failing, and that is size of that bank is 3 times larger than Lehman Brothers, which is what brought down the system. So this is not a good record to see this happening. So they flunked, and that could cause some major problems. The other stress test is pensions. New Jersey and Kentucky state pensions failed. They don't have any insolvency anymore. They're 31% underfunded, and now they're at a high risk. And ironically, I have a client from your program that is in process, and we've been working on this 4 months now. He's trying to get his money out of his retirement and do a rollover, and they're giving him all kinds of problems. And this is in that pension. And so it should only be about 2.5, 3 weeks. We're 4 months into this, and he still hasn't got his money.
And that's the state of New Jersey that's giving him that hard time.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and friends, if you're in that boat, you may want to take a look at what David's saying, because the reason that person is coming out is because he's going to lose money and he doesn't want to. By the way, you can get all the information related to the bubbles as they are going to burst, at least as David believes that they are, plus the latest white papers and this new newsletter. Some use their crystal ball. I see the obvious. David Fischer's brand new newsletter from Landmark Capital. Landmark CEO joins us every Monday. You can get that, by the way, when you get the new financial survival guide. It's nearly a $200 value. We are in the final week now before we draw the name of the winner. We will draw the name of the winner of the gold, the 1876 Liberty Gold coin, this coming Friday. We will announce it on the Monday broadcast when David joins me for Money Monday. But if you have not yet signed up to get the financial survival guide and to have your shot at winning the $2,000 gold piece, you need to go to am970theanswer.com and sign up now. You are running out of time. You can also call David's office at 844-604-2575, 844-604-2575. Many of you have already started getting help from David's firm, and I'm thankful for that, because I know that you're going to be better protected as these indigestion moments still visit upon us for the rest of this year. David, if I don't get to talk to you before then, have a happy 4th of July, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon.
Absolutely.
It's Kevin McCullough Radio. My final thoughts on this Monday before the holiday when we come back. Again, you want to register for the contest, 844-604-2575, or go to am970theanswer.com. Kevin McCullough, coming right back.